Hello.
Hi. What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. How are you feeling today?
Man. Trying. That's how you feeling today. I don't know if people want to hear the truth. Like,
wow.
It's true. You know. Someone was saying on Twitter. I said, it's like you say I'm fine, and you're expecting no. How are you? And you expect people to just drop it that I'm fine. I'm not fine. I need money. Come and give me money. I mean, you're like, We just asked.
I didn't say how can I help you?
How can I help you? It's how are you?
How are you?
The
you should stop at
I am fine.
Maybe I'm in need of money. No, that's okay.
There's another person said, if you ask somebody and said, oh, how are you? I'm not fine. The moment you say, what is the problem? Mm-hmm. You have owed the person 5K already.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, how are you guys doing? We hope you had an amazing week, and you hope that
yes.
Lagos life, or wherever you are in the world, is not stressing you up.
Man, see. Anyways, it's all good.
But again, if you're stressed, have beans. You can never ever go wrong with a plate of beans.
And drink coffee.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. The jury's out on that, but for me, I drink coffee.
I have a bowl of hot beans, trust me. The beans that will burn your palate, as in, yeah. But anyway, for new listeners, my name is Seun.
My name is Adesola.
And welcome to Coffee and Beans.
Coffee and Beans.
Yeah. Okay, today there's a societal phenomenon, that's been going on. And today we have to solve it.
Yes, so.
And it's something, at the back of my mind, I just sort of always think about or wonder, So if you're a Nigerian, of course, this is something you are more familiar with. So there's the word people use called Egbon. I know we are in today's world of, it's so funny. We're in today's world of freedom, but at the same time, people still want respect. So it's a funny dichotomy. Like
they say there is Yoruba people that if a Yoruba man can survive on respect without food or water.
Yes, that's it. We need it. Orimi Okimi, how dare you?
As in, do you know who I am?
Exactly. So I guess for me, I know, and there've been so many things about, Egbons or, respect and all that stuff. So for me, I think my first thing is, first of all, who is an Egbon, or what qualifies you to be an Egbon? Because there are people that you are younger than. But there are people that are older than you, but they sort of almost call you an Egbon.
Almost call me an Egbon, yes.
So I mean, for non-Nigerians and non-Yoruba people, Egbon literally means someone that's older than you.
My elder.
Yeah, my elder.
Elder, yes.
Yeah, it could be a man or woman.
A man or woman, yes.
But of course, in more like
colloquial,
or more cultural
context, yes.
Context, yeah. People use the word Egbon maybe sometimes for someone that is a mentor or like Godfather, or somebody who can just help you.
Yes. So
generally,
for instance, now you are my Egbon.
You are not focused.
No, as in Seun, why are you talking like this now?
Egbon, yeah, my Egbon, please.
So I mean.
Yes. What do you think? Who is an Egbon? What is an Egbon? The people you call Egbon, what do they mean in your life, or what do they do, or at what point did you know that's okay? They've switched from being Mr. A to Egbon. So
I think Egbon actually is, like you said, someone who can help. Not necessarily like. See, if you're older than me and you can't help me not even in terms of money. If you can't help me in terms of, I come to you for advice. You actually need a right to earn that name. That I used to have this uncle. He wasn't really okay. You know all these uncles that you don't know how they shall be in your life. It's not like they're related to them or anything. So every time I see this uncle, you be like, hey, Baoni, George, Shemoleri, 1K. Like, can I see 1K? And I'm like, you're supposed to be my elder, like my uncle. Now, you'd be like, leave it. That's all African or equal, that kind of thing. But so that kind of person is not my Egbon. Because, for instance, now, if
so, do you subject him to ridicule?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't. But I'm like, I just stay as far away from him as. Like, so in my life now, my elder brother. I mean, everywhere I go, my elder brother. Shout out to Mr. Adesola Balogun. CEO Baldon Clothiers.
Wow, he's full government.
All the way in Abuja.
Wow,
yeah.
wow,
I mean,
wow.
that's a real. In fact, he's one of the. I tell people that he's one of the reasons why I do what I do. It's one of the reasons why, I'm a tailor. I'm into the fashion space, because he's the one that held my hand all the way. I mean, I cannot say specifically that he gave me money. Like, at this point, Egbon me for me, my Egbon gave me 1 million naira or 2 million to start up. No, but at every point in time, for every major decision I've made, he's been the one that's held my hand. And I think so. I rightly say that for every enterprise, for everything you do, really legal and illegal, we don't support legal, but legal and illegal, everybody needs someone to hold your hand all the way, especially in this age where everybody seems to want to hoard trade secrets. Everybody is taking care of their selves. When you find someone who is willing to hold your hand, mentor you, that person has right to maybe an Egbon. An Egbon don't necessarily have a point that gives you money all the time, but somebody who you can run to can help you figure out what you are not able to figure out. Clearly that means that person is older than you in some way. Now the person might be younger than you
By age.
Really, I'm learning that thing doesn't even. I've learned from people who are younger than me. I've learned from people who are older than me. The bottom line is, do you have what I want? And if you have what I want, I will subject myself to your. So yeah, and Egbon is somebody who can hold your hand in a particular aspect that you are looking for. People have shortchanged themselves because they feel this person is younger than me. I don't know what I want to learn from this person. That's it.
Because yeah, the whole Egbon phenomenon, and it also goes to like, who is an Aburo? Because I feel like on both sides, I've been on the Aburo side. I'm just like, every small time, I'm not your Aburo, dear.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not your Aburo because
some people want to force you to be to.
Yes.
The one to force you. And I mean, I think the major things about submitting yourself to. So you either submit. So anybody that doesn't willingly, you can't drag me and say you must. No, if you need to drag someone for the person to learn something from you, then the person is not you. You are it's like dragging a horse to water. You can't force it to drink now. Yeah. So that's it for me.
So for you, are you saying? So an Aburo is somebody that, let me see, how do I put it? I think for me, an Egbon, I think first of all, I don't even use that word carelessly. If I really call you an Egbon, know that
you have earned this,
you are
right?
the Lord, you are Oba, and if I tell you that I'm your Aburo, know that I've positioned myself, because I feel like people want the reward or the fruits of Aburo
without doing the work.
I mean, generally, everybody should be respected and treat everybody fairly and stuff like that. But in the context of Nigerian living, everybody Aburo milede Aburo. I'm just like, I don't really rate you like that.
The same way, I'm also learning that not everybody's your friend. You have to learn to use other expressions like classmates, my acquaintance, my. I know you're always dragging me for this. You say your friend. He's your friend. He's my friend. No, but it's just easier.
It's not easy.
Acquaintance now is a long thing. My acquaintance.
It doesn't be acquaintance. Just say how you know them. A classmate, a colleague. Oh, we go to the same church. Oh, he's a mutual friend of another person. Like, we share he's a mutual friend of somebody now.
But you still have to use the word friend.
But mutual is not really my it's a friend. Mutual. That is, there's a link.
No, I get.
And also, I think so just to take you back, would you say it's Egbon and Godfather, are they the same thing? Or is it that not all Egbons are Godfathers, but there's no way you can be a Godfather without being an Egbon?
So Godfather is now taking it. Okay, so I just thought about, nobody has actually said, oh, you are my Godfather, but it's fine. But no. I just thought about that. No. That really, am I not worthy enough to be a Godfather?
So I guess so.
Have I not paid my dues? Have I not paid my dues? Are you not somebody's Godfather?
Oh, no, it depends. Are you saying Godfather in terms of Christian living or as in like...
So that's what I'm saying. It now depends on the context. If
no, in the context
if
of
it's
what
like
I'm
Godfather as Tinubu is a godfather to many.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So is every
that.
Egbon a godfather?
And
or is it that it's impossible to be a godfather without not being an Egbon?
No, I think that it's I mean, once you're an Egbon, you're on the path to being a godfather. Now, I'm careful how I'm going to use these terms because not everybody can, because once you submit yourself to that person's instructions and everything, trusting that whatever this person tells me, this person knows what is doing. So you find somebody who is wonderful in business, but family life is zero. Or you find somebody who is family-wise, he's awesome, he's a great dad, great mom, she's a great mom, whatever. And then in terms of business, the person is a spendthrift, the person is racking a lot of debts. So it's always important to... I mean, I think the key is to always be... As much as you want... And that's the issue I have with a lot of... I think Christians, religious people. You want to call everybody your daddy. You want to call everybody daddy. I mean, yeah, as much as this person has a whole lot more spiritual insights than you, God still give you a brain. So as much as you want to submit yourself, you should also, every once in a while, just sit back and check this thing this person is giving. Of course, for the person that earns the right to be called the Godfather, that means he has helped you out countless times. He has helped you out countless times.
Well, in the context of Lagos, is it that they've helped you out, or in the journey, in the destination of where I'm trying to go, I just need to have that access and your approval.
No, see.
Because for lots of people who they go godfathers, it's not because it has helped them. It's just because when I need to leap, I need to be able to place a demand.
But Seun, see.
So the person is just there as not a principality.
It's just the air, but but still.
Person there is positioned.
Positioned, yes, but
just so that if they say who sent you.
But still, there has to be still that relationship.
Yeah, but in terms of, because I feel like an Egbon is probably more, an Egbon is more like practical for daily use than a godfather.
Okay, so an Egbon will not remain. So as you are growing, the Egbon is growing. As you, so the whole idea is as you are rising up the ranks, he's also rising up the ranks. Because, I mean,
I think what I'm trying to say is, I feel like a godfather is more specific.
More specific, right?
Yeah, and Egbon is more generic. But I guess people use them interchangeably. Because
so how do you in the context of business now? Do you have Egbons in business?
So I feel like my own is very peculiar. I feel like there are people there are people who have assumed it. And I said, okay, don't worry. Sit on it.
You have kuku, you have...
It's okay. So we remain lifted. But if I was to write a list of like my own...
People will be shocked.
Yeah, they'll be shocked. So we can't release it. So all of you are welcome in the name of the Lord.
But are there people who have wanted to meet you, like wanting to take or mentor me or show me the ropes, like you consider as Aburos? And does that... So, okay. Me, I'm wary of people who just want to take. So there's...
So this Egbon word is so there's the position of you as maybe, let me say, the Aburo in question. You having something to offer. And you need an Egbon who you can just maybe rub minds with. And then there are other people who have nothing to offer. Are just looking for somebody to attach themselves with and say, he's my Egbon, and use him to enter
all the places,
use him to enter flight time, but you're not really, really going somewhere. So again, even for people that are listening, if you have been called an Egbon, who are the people you call Aburo?
You call Aburos, yeah.
Who are the people that when they called you Egbon, you were happy to take on that role? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is there like a value exchange somewhere? And to even make it juicier, is an Egbon a mentor? An Egbon is just an Egbon.
An Egbon. I feel an
And also, do you need in the context of life purpose and life success, do you need an Egbon? Do you need a Godfather? And do you need a mentor? Do you need all three?
You need all three.
Or if you have one, the other is not necessarily important. Or there are some that you cannot be this without not being this. So
Let's hear from you. We'd like to hear from our listeners, because I feel it's the context is different in a whole. First of all, as a business person, I think
you in your personal life, if you're to put your relationship into cadres, what do they look like?
Of course, I have mentors. I have mentors that some that I see more often than others. I have. I don't want to say I have a Godfather, except God the Father. Anyways, shout out. But yeah, I have mentors. I realized early in my business that it's important to have a mentor to keep you from making some kind foolish decisions that you would normally make. Of course, someone said experience is best teacher, but it's better you learn from other people's experiences. So, I mean, like I cited the example of my elder brother. So many business decisions I would have taken if I didn't have someone like him to like show me and say, okay, this you can't tow this route. You should tow this route. Now, also, I've told myself, okay, you know what? For instance, so as much as I tell myself that he is like an Egbon to me, funny story. He will call me and be like, this social media thing, I beg, how do you do it? How do you find? So you find out that so he knows that there's something he does. This guy does that. He's a bit better than me, but generally in the business thing, for someone who's been in business for the last 20 something years, you know that. I mean, for him to be still relevant, there's something he knows. So it's important. Then of course, you know, it's important to also not even important, whether you like it or not. As you grow and people you call successes, there are people that just want to follow you. Whether you want to be followed or not, people just want to follow. They'll try to pick your brain every now and then. They'll disappear, come back. All they do is want to pick your brain. So it now depends on the level of access you grant those kind of people. But yes, I feel like in my life, let me say, I'm better off having, those kind of people in my life.
So, I would say, generally, I think what's common in all three is guidance.
Guidance, yes.
Yes, and I think we all should have some level of guidance. But I also say it's important to know your whys. Because people also say, I bet this is more joy, clinical, you too, like, you were not... You didn't ask intelligent questions. Yes. You didn't ask yourself, what am I really trying? What am I building?
So I think what people want is, once you say, be my Egbon, you want you to be calling. No,
apart from that, I feel like people want... how am I going to say? What these names we've said looks like in your life will be very different.
True.
They may not be popular names.
Yeah.
So people want God, like when you say who your Godfather is, someone that everybody knows. Like you say, it is, AIG, it is this person. And sometimes you miss, you end up frustrating yourself. You end up disappointing yourself. You end up even frustrating the person. And you end up being counterproductive.
True.
And you set up yourself to be hurt. And you start to say, all these things, John,
it's fake, man. They just want, yes.
When you didn't ask yourself intelligent questions, you are comparing your friend who is friends with Tinubu, you're saying, yes, Tinubu should be your Godfather. Why? Even if it will be so, ensure you have the end in mind.
End in mind, yeah.
Yeah. For me, I don't think, when I say I have a Godfather, I'm not sure. Or maybe I don't know. But I will say they switch between mentors and Egbons. I think personally, an Egbon must be somebody that really, I don't know. There's something about an Egbon that is so different from actually a mentor.
I think Egbon is more personal.
Yeah, like a mentor. Sometimes they overlap.
Yes.
And sometimes one person does both.
Like my Egbon is my Egbon in real life. Like he's my elder brother. He serves as an Egbon and a mentor. So we kind of So
because I feel like an Egbon must really care about positioning you in places of opportunities that matter to you.
That matter, yes.
Or even if they don't know, they know how to they sort of carry you there's something about you they carry in their heart, you know, and there's a certain level of care. A mentor is more. They really overlap.
They overlap. Like
You
they
know,
overlap.
a
Like,
mentor is
I really can't see them as separate entities. Though. Yeah.
No, because sometimes just your mentor can't really help your business. Sometimes.
True.
They just help you in terms of your decision-making process, your life, the quality of life that you live, that you know, okay, this is how you should handle a peculiar problem with parenting. This is how you should handle a particular problem with dealing with your staff.
Yeah.
Or this is how you should, or maybe like you and your parent, you and your mom, you and your dad, you and your colleague.
Right.
You know, don't do it this way. Or when you're overwhelmed with purpose, overwhelmed with this, a mentor can really tell you, okay, you read this book. Do you know, I mean, sometimes your Egbon can do that. But sometimes I feel like an Egbon, maybe in areas where I've seen an Egbon is gaps. Like, you know, I need to, I applied for a UK visa and they denied me. And Egbon is like, say, what?
Let me talk to this person, make this call,
send me your
do
details.
And all of that.
Like, and Egbon really helps you solve
Bottlenecks. Okay.
Or like situations that it look like you're at the end of the road. And it's like, really, you went to, I went to the bank. I was able to get able to get that.
Right.
Okay, who did you go to?
Right.
Where did you go to? Okay, when did you say you were traveling? Send me all the details and let me see what I can do for you. A mentor may not be able to do that. A mentor might be able to, I mean, like again, caveat, sometimes you find people who double in both. Sometimes a mentor may just be able to help you navigate with the frustration of that experience.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I feel so down. Like, I've applied for this GMAT thing. I've done it 5 times and it seems not to be working out. A mentor may say, this GMAT thing, why GMAT? Why not this? This one that you are stuck on doing business in Lekki, perhaps you just do it on the mainland.
And Egbon gets his hands dirty on your
yes,
behalf.
and Egbon will break protocol.
Yeah.
And Egbon will say, it's you or I die. It's you or nobody else.
I understand what you mean.
And Egbon is like, you know, maybe he's, you know, and Egbon is in his office. And some people are, maybe for example, you're an event planner. Some people they're doing office party. And they say, oh, sir, we want to give it to XYZ.
Excuse me?
You say, what? Who? Call Kini for me. I have somebody and the person is coming and Egbon will call you immediately. In fact, and Egbon disrupts your schedule. But look, if you need to come and see me wherever you are, start coming. You know, so, and why I'm doing this sort of separation is because you must know who to go to for what.
For what?
Your Egbon may be good in this area, but will not be able to give you advice regarding your marriage.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and sometimes I worry because people are so holistic. Like you throw yourself under this person, like you don't, like you should be able to also discern that
this thing.
Yeah, like, you know, and also some things they say, you put it on the shelf. Like, I hear them, but no, I still feel like I should still do this. So like, I mean, in the midst of everything, you still have a brain. You're the one that knows the context of your life.
Yes.
You know, so you cannot just absorb the whole thinking capacity to them. But of course, be respectful, honor their graces, and honor what they bring to the table, but know the distinction.
And how do you check it? Like for me, now, I'm very conscious about being exploitative.
First of all, I feel like you've said before, what you fear is what you attract. Like what you fear would feed on, like I don't approach anybody thinking, I don't want them to exploit me, because it affects my...
I don't want this person to feel like it's only when I'm in trouble that I...
So you mean from the point of you don't want them to feel like you're exploiting
them.
And first of all, you must settle in your heart and in your identity that I'm a person of value. There's nobody that comes to me that would not taste or acknowledge my value. I bring value to the table everywhere I go. No, and I feel like also it's that thing of we've also put value in a box. You are overstressing yourself, thinking myself, what level of deal can I bring to my Egbon? And the Egbon is just like, what I actually like about you is something else.
Something else, yeah.
I like the fact that whenever you come, there's just peace.
You don't stress me.
You don't stress me. And I can really... And sometimes even Egbons need safe spaces. People forget.
Yeah.
Egbons too need people that they cannot just say that, Aburo.
I bought something for one of my Egbons. Like, he said, like, he's always giving people stuff. Like, this is probably the first time in maybe months that anybody has given him anything. You know? So I feel like people also this one, like, if I've not given my Egbon, you know, the access to Buhari, there's no way, you know, and
those are the things that now choke the relationship. I realize that why is this Egbon pulling away, or he's not picking up my calls, or whenever I'm around him, he doesn't really give me time. Like, so you must also, that means what I'm saying, you must settle within yourself that you're a person of value. Outside of, and I think also men struggle with this thing because you are trained for activity, you are trained and socialized to be a solution provider, and forgetting that sometimes why people actually like you is sometimes your Egbon does really love you because you are funny.
You are funny, yes.
Whenever you come to his office,
you crack him up.
You crack him up. He forgets about all the societal pressure and all the functions he has to be. He just realizes that with you, he's constantly laughing and he's lighter. And he loves that about it. That, well, come to my office, Joe, I will order food and would, all that. So I feel like people tend to over pressure themselves. Like, you're a person of value and you don't need to be anything else apart from that. Whether it is just being there or sometimes all they want is just somebody else in the car. So yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
So enjoy your journey. And also, you would know when it's time to activate a certain level of, to step up in something.
Step up, yeah.
You know that's okay now. So yeah. So I tell people, enjoy it. And there's always something to add to someone. There's always something.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people. I'm like, we are too money. If it doesn't boil down to naira and kobo, like if it doesn't boil down to how much are you giving me,
or something overly tangible,
or somebody overly tangible, we don't think that person has anything to give us, and we'd lose sight of the fact that this person can actually be. There's someone who, I've been wanting for the longest time. In the NSAS, anyways, his businesses have been attacked in the last couple of years, and every time it has happened, they've bounced back. I just met him and I said, Egbon, what did you do to blah 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 blah? 30 minutes conversation, and that has helped me to solve some problems in my life that I'm trying to in my business. I was trying to sort that. I'm like, you can't even get that in business school. So I think it also boils down to we need to appreciate what each person has to offer, what the person has to offer beyond naira and kobo. Yeah,
and also knowledge or learning doesn't have an image.
And have an image, yes.
You can learn from the most absurd-looking person. So yeah, but I think there's going to be a part 2 of this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like this is an introduction. We'll talk about our experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly. Who do we think we are in the context of our lives?
Of our lives, yeah.
And yeah, but so far we look forward to your comments. We look forward to your thoughts.
Yes, indeed. Send us a mail.
Yeah.
coffeebeanspod@gmail.com. Twitter, coffeebeanspod. Instagram, coffeebeanspod.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I look forward to your comments.
I enjoyed it too. Like, I was when we were preparing for this, I was like, how would this pan out? It actually was a very interesting conversation. So sometimes you have conversations that you don't even know.
Yeah.
That you need to hear. Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of people have had their minds open as to the need for this kind of people, and all that. We didn't even talk about Aburos, but
part 2, part 3, we'll talk about it. But again, share your thoughts, comments, and have beans. Never forget that.
Drink coffee.
Alrighty, bye.
All right, bye. Peace.